Okay, this video is a movie review. The name of the movie is The Robe from 1953, and it's set in the time of Rome and in the time of Emperor Caligula. Caligula was emperor from 37 to 41 AD. He's another one of these terrible, despotic Roman emperors who wanted everybody to worship him. He actually put his horse, he got him elected to a political office, okay? Because he had no respect for the other politicians running Rome. Okay, so this is the star of the movie, Marcellus, and that's Richard Burton. And you know, Richard Burton's a great actor. He's got a great voice. I like him. The woman he's in love with and she loves him is Gene Simmons. And then the thing is, here's Caligula in the background, and Caligula is in love with Gene Simmons, and then she chooses Marcellus over Caligula. So Caligula, being emperor, is used to getting his way, and he's pissed off. Marcellus had been a tribune, you know, sort of the right-hand man working for Pontius Pilate, and he went along with what he was ordered to do, and he committed a sin. He crucified God, okay? Pretty big sin. He felt bad about it. Luckily, God forgave him. The name of the movie comes from, you know, the robe, which was the robe of Christ. Marcellus won it when he was playing dice with the other Roman soldiers. And once he realized what he had done, he was freaked out by it and very upset until he realized that God had forgiven him. Caligula expected everyone to worship him, and the Christians would not do that because they worship God, and they only had one God. They're monotheistic. So the Roman emperor and other Romans at that time, they did not like the Christians. They thought they were out of line for not being willing to worship the emperor. And he especially, of course, hated Marcellus because Marcellus had stolen the girl from him. So her name was Diana in the movie. Overall, I would rate the movie 3 of 5 stars. I mean, the cinematography, the beautiful scenes, there's a strong contrast between the terrible, brutal, collectivist behavior of the Romans and the sort of wonderful, kind, nice, thoughtful behavior of the Christians. And that tends to be the pattern, how it's played out in society for the next couple thousands of years. And there's also a parallel between the collectivist, evil brutality of the Romans is reminiscent of the Calmunists of our time, and how they just want everybody to shut up and be a slave, and they don't allow people free speech and or anything. So and they're decadent and all this other stuff. So there's a parallel there. I kind of like these old Christian movies. I'm kind of binging on them at the moment. It's a quick reminder of who the emperors were. You know, Augustus was the first emperor when Rome had transitioned from being a republic into being an empire, and he lived from BC to AD until 14 AD. Then Tiberius was the emperor at the time that Christ was crucified in 33 AD. Caligula took over after that soon after that, for about 37 to 41 AD. Claudius then followed, and then Nero was from about 54 to 68 AD. And I just did a movie review on Quo Vadis, and that was at the time when Nero was the ruler, and how Nero burned down Rome, much of Rome, so he could free up space to build some buildings that he wanted to make. So one learns a lot of history from these movies just because it puts everything into real people and perspective. It's not just some abstract number. So anyways, I enjoyed it. It's not a great movie. It's a decent movie. If you like this kind of stuff, it's good. Basically, like I said too, these old movies, they're beautiful, they're human, they're, you know, natural values. So anyways, I liked it, 3 out of 5 stars, but it's nothing special. You know, if you're bored, you can watch it while you're eating dinner. It's worth watching in that sense. Quo Vadis is a better movie. 10 Commandments is a better movie, but this is still decent.